Residential Sales Comparison and Income Approaches, page 134. Published. However, they were limited to specified interest rates, usually in 1/8% increments and specific compounding periods, such as monthly and yearly. The compound interest table books were often several hundreds of pages in order to cover as many rates as possible and the different compounding periods. The advantage to a financial calculator such as an HP12C is that there are no limitations to the interest rate or number of compounding periods. Once a person learns the keystrokes, he can complete calculations quickly and simply. Financial registers. The financial register keys are located on the left side of the top row on the HP12C calculator and are labeled N, I, PV, PMT, and FV. The key N is for the term of periods. Right there, that's the one. The key I's function is for rate or interest rate. And the key PV, its function is for present value. The key PMT, its function is for payment. The key FV, its function is future value. Notice on the lower face of the N key in blue text that the 12X appears right there. And on the lower face of the I key, 12 divide. 12 divide 12x. Appears in the blue text. The blue prefix key G is pressed before pressing one of those keys whenever the term is in monthly periods. And the amount of interest being earned will change with each deposit. It is very important that the frequency of compounding is consistent with the periodic interest rate. This will be illustrated later in this chapter. Future value of $1. The future value of $1 is an economic concept regarding the amount of money that an investment, either a single payment or an annuity, at a fixed interest rate for a specified period of time will grow to in the future. The concept also assumes that all monies earned interest is reinvested. Out of the 6 functions, this one is probably the easiest to understand because it works just like a savings account at the bank. A single amount of money placed in the bank now will grow due to accumulated interest over a period of time. In order for a problem or calculation to fall into this category, one should determine that the deposit is made one time and that the interest is not experiencing any changes during the deposit period. There's the diagram for the financial register keys, NI, PV, PMT, and FV, based on the HP12C calculator, courtesy of Hewlett Packard Development Company. Page 135. Future value is often abbreviated FV. To calculate FV, the original amount of the investment must be known, along with the interest rate, represented by I, the length of the investment term, also referred to as the number of periods, needs to be known as well. This is represented by the N key in the data. For example, an investor puts $100 into a savings account. This represents the initial investment amount, or present value, PV. The bank pays 6% interest, which is the interest rate, I. By using simple math, after 1 year, the investment will have a future value of $106. $100 times 1.06 equals 106. How much will the investment have at the end of the second year? Before we demonstrate how to solve the previous example and the calculator input, we should cover a few important points. For all compounding problems, the display should be set at least 6 places past the decimal. There is no particular order that needs to be followed when inputting data. Most errors in these types of calculations stem from not having the calculator properly cleared. Make certain to clear the display and the storage registers before beginning a new problem. In the previous example, N equals 2, I equals 6, and the PV equals $100. The keystrokes are, try this. Get your trusty HP12C, press on. Press the prefix F key. Now press CLX. This clears the display and the storage registers. Now press the number 2. Now press the register key N for number. 2.00 should be shown. Now press the number 6. Put that in the interest rate register. 6.00 should be displayed. Now press 100. Put that in the present value register. And then just press FV for future value. It says minus $112.36. Result. If the example has been followed correctly, minus 112.360000 should be displayed, or $112.36. Pretty damn good. Here it shows a diagram for a deposit, present value, and then the deposit period with no additional deposits and no change in interest. That's the future value.